Oh, Sherwood's Classics, where classic motoring lives on.
Well, I've got the hang of this.
Hi, Eva.
Yeah. Hi.
Well, how are you today?
Good.
How have your holidays been?
They've been very good.
Have you done much? Have you been anywhere?
We've been to Blackpool for my birthday. I've just turned 9.
Oh.
And yeah, that's basically everywhere we've been.
And did you do the tower? Did you go to Blackpool Tower?
No, we didn't actually.
No, you didn't.
We went to a water park,
Yeah.
and we went to the pleasure beach.
Ah. Well, I've got some presents for you at home.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Right. So I was chatting to Eva the other day, and we were talking about our next YouTube video. Anyway, we've struggled a little bit on sound. We're trying to get this. Right. The sound. Emily behind the camera is doing a marvelous job. So we thank Emily, don't we, for what she's doing. That's Eva's mum. And I chatted to Eva and said, "Oh, what do you want to talk about?" And Eva said, "Oh, can we please talk about the stock car?" So she basically has wrote a few things down, questions, and I don't know what she's wrote down yet, what she wants to ask me about this car and the history of the car, etc. So I'm actually looking forward to it. Just to let you know that this car will be on view at Mathewsons Live next weekend. I believe it's the 22nd and 23rd of August. Saturday and Sunday it will be there both days, and we will start it up at the show and let everybody hear it. But you must bring your earmuffs because it is loud. So, right, Eva, if you want to fire away with me, I mean, obviously we might, I might have to like take the bonnet off and that, depending on what the questions are. So, right, so fire away with your questions.
Starting with the first question, why is this car so special to you?
Right, why is this car so special to me? Well, the reason why it's so special is because when I was younger than you, actually, we used to go stock car racing with my mum and dad. In a way, and this car was racing. So I was only very tiny. I could have well have been 6, 7 or so years old back then. And we used to go to Aycliffe in County Durham, and then we'd go to Nelson in Lancashire with my mum and dad stock car racing. We went as a family. And you know when you said, oh, you went to Blackpool and this, that and other?
Yeah.
Well, you see, our highlight was going stock car racing. And a lot of other people back then, they went stock car racing. That was the fun what they had. So, and that's what we used to do. Mum and Dad used to want to go stock car racing, so we went with them. We went in an Austin Westminster car, and there was, how many of us? 5 or 6 of us shoehorned into it. So, yeah, and so it was a fair journey in the Westminster. But what it means to me is, obviously we went as a family, and we used to go stock car racing. And I mean, stock car racing is still huge now to this day. It's massive. But back then, there was a lot of people attended stock car racing. Obviously you've got a lot of history going on with the stock cars and one thing and another. And it's been going on for a long, long time, stock car racing, for years and years and years. And this is a very, very special car. So that is what it means to me. It means to me, obviously, when we were younger as kids, we all went together. Sadly, my mum passed away a few years ago, and my dad's about 89 years old now. My dad's suffering dementia, so things move on. And if my dad really knew this, that I had this and one thing or another, he'd absolutely love it because it would bring back a lot of family memories. So that's what it means to me. It's family. It means a lot to me to do with the family. And when we were younger, we all went together to watch stock car racing. So that's the first question. So what about the next one?
Well, How long have you owned the car?
Oh, right then. So I have owned this car about, well, it's actually when COVID was on. So I can't remember how long COVID now. It must be 6 years at least. Could be something like 6 or 7 years. So so that's how long I've owned it. Probably around about 6 or 7 years, I'd have said. Yep. So there you go. That's how long I've owned it.
Who owned it before you?
Right, now then. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the first man what owned this car. This car, I believe, was built and owned by a chap called Albert Griffin, and they named him Albert Tiger Griffin. His number was 178. The car originally was grey, and I believe this car was built in 1964. Now, I was born in 1965, so this car's older than me. So it was Albert Griffin owned it. Albert raced it, and then Albert struggled a little bit, I believe, with the car. He used to spin it a lot on the corners. It wasn't the best of car to drive. Back then, a lot of them won. The suspension wasn't right. You know, not like today, you get fancy shock absorbers and one thing and another. They were basically rigid, was the cars, so they were a handful. Not like the modern stock cars now, you know. The people who drove these stock cars, they were men. You know, there's no doubt about it. They were men. So, you know, that Albert owned it. And then a chap called Stuart Smith. Now, Stuart Smith in stock car racing is like Steve McQueen in the films. He was unbelievable. He was a multiple world champion. And he bought this car from Albert Griffin, and he went on to race this car, and he did really, really, really well in this car. And that's why the car is so special to me and a lot of other people. It is very, very, very special because Stuart was very well known. Sadly, Stuart's passed away now, but he was very well known throughout the stock car world and still is and always will be. And many, many, many people will always say that Stuart Smith was probably the best stock car driver out there, because you've got to understand all the new stock cars are a lot easier to drive than these old stock cars. So that is, you know, that's who owned it to start with. Stuart Smith went on to own it. I didn't actually buy it off Stuart Smith. I actually bought it. The car actually, I believe, was behind Bellevue Stock Car Stadium for a lot of years. This car, it was behind the stadium, just left for rack and ruin. And the chap who was, in charge a lot of the stock car racing was Keith Barber, and I believe it was Keith's son-in-law Richard who ended up owning the car, and it was actually down in a family museum in Bodmin in Cornwall. So that's where the car was when I got it. So it was Albert Griffin. I do believe one or two other stock car drivers did race the car. I believe Doug Cronshaw raced this car at some stage. So it's a very, very well-known car, and you know, it's obviously, and that's its history for who owned it, and up to me owning it today.
So, what engine and gearbox does it have?
Well, that's funny you should ask that question. The gearbox, we'll start with the gearbox because it's just in there. So the gearbox is from a Ford lorry. I believe it's a D4 Ford gearbox out of a lorry in it, for like an old lorry. Now the engine, if you want to just stay there, I will show you. I'll take off the bonnet. There you go. Come and have a look at this. So there you go. Look at that. Now the engine here. Do you want to pop up there? Are you high enough there? Are you happy?
Yeah.
Right, so this engine
Yeah.
is a 1961
Yeah.
Buick V8 Wildcat engine.
Oh.
And so the engine was produced in 1961. Like I said, the stock car's 1964, and the engine is a V8.
Yeah.
It's a nailhead, and it's over 7 litres.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, it's a big engine. When I bought the car, the engine actually, I was told that the engine had maybe maybe had a little bit of damage. There's some in the bottom. It's a crankshaft and it's got shells on it, and it was suggested that maybe it sort of damaged a couple of shells.
Yeah.
But this car will have had a lot of hammer.
Yeah.
So what I did was I went on, and when I bought the car, I went down to Bodmin. Funny enough, I'll tell you the story about how I got the car. Actually, the car was advertised, and it was in a bit of a state. And obviously I saw it, and it just brought back so many memories of my childhood. So I decided to message about the car.
Yeah.
Now, the chap who owned the car wanted a lot of money for the car.
Oh God.
Now, yeah, well, it is an holy grail stock car, is this? It really is. I've had people come from Scotland and all over to look at this car, because people who love stock car racing. Yeah. So the engine, when we got it back, obviously everything was rough and ready. So we decided that I wanted to restore it, but not go over the top. You know, I wanted it to sort of look what it looked like back in the day. So, but we pulled the engine out. I was trying to find somebody who could actually, rebuild the engine. But what I did was, I rang a few people up, and nobody would really want to build the engine. I had many people say, "Look, well, I'll build the V8 Chevys and the Fords V8, but I don't want to do a Buick engine."
Yeah.
In a way, I rang a chap called Ian Whitworth, and sadly, yet again, I don't believe Ian's with us today as well. I think Ian sadly passed away.
Yeah.
But all I had to do was thank Ian, because Ian was the only one what would rebuild the Buick engine. Yeah. So I took it out. I took it across to Huddersfield, and I left it with Ian. Like I say, it was very awkward, because it was around COVID time, so we couldn't get the parts, and I think Ian actually had the engine for 2 years. So so he had the engine for 2 years. So we had the engine all rebuilt, and it wasn't cheap. It was a lot of money, but I had it all done, and I couldn't wait to get it started.
Yeah.
You know, I was so excited to start it up. Yeah. So, but no, we got the engine, got it all sorted, thanks to Ian. Like I say, it was 2 years waiting for parts and one thing and another. But everything in that engine, other than the engine block and the heads, is brand new. So it's had everything in the engine brand new. Oh. So there you go. So that's the story with the gearbox and the engine.
Wow.
So have you got another question?
I have got a question that actually I didn't write down, so I'm going to tell you it now before I forget.
Mm-hmm.
Would you, for any amount of money, ever sell this car?
Well, how much are you offering?
As much money as much money.
What have you got in your purse?
What?
What have you got in your purse?
I've got nothing.
In your purse?
I've got maybe £20.
20 quid? Do you want this nut off top of here? Right, about value. It's funny how you say that. Personally, I would not sell this car.
Yeah.
Now, I love this car. I don't really want to sell it. Like, obviously, my family know all about the stock car. You do, about the history and everything. So I guess, one day, when I'm pushing daisies, somebody else will be able to have it and cherish it. But you never know, dear. So
No.
I wouldn't want to put a value on the car
No.
because all different people say different things.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to put a value on it. All I'm going to say is, for anybody who loves stock car racing, anybody who knows the history of stock car racing and who owned this car and what it did and everything, knows how rare this car is.
Yeah.
So you know, so there you go.
Yeah, I wouldn't sell it either.
You wouldn't?
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, well, that's it. So maybe I should leave it to you.
Yeah.
Right. So have you got another question?
I'm trying to find it. There we go. How rare is the car?
Well, we've just discussed about the rarity, haven't we? So we've answered that one.
Have you raced the car?
Ah, have I raced the car? Well, funny enough, this is now an historic stock car.
Yeah.
So that means that with it being an old stock car, it goes into an historic class of stock car racing.
Yeah.
Now, you know, I got a chance to race it, and we did go to, and I can't remember where we went, but I did have a little go in it, but it caught fire.
Actually.
Yeah, it caught fire.
Oh,
So
no.
what happened was the float stuck in the carb and sent the fuel in, overflowed the carburetor, went down the side of the engine onto the exhaust, and it caught fire. Oh, it was no problem. You know, we you know, just put the fire out and everything was fine. So, but I was invited to go to Alton Park with the car. Now, there was a big American do on. There was a show and one thing or another, and they were racing American cars. And they asked us if we'd take the, not just me, there was about 20 of us, all with historic stock cars, Formula 1s, Formula 2s, and one thing or another. And we went to Alton Park, and we actually were invited to go around the circuit at Alton Park with them. So we did go around there, yeah. Are you tired?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Are you getting bored?
No, not getting bored. I'm just tired.
Yeah. Right, so any more questions before you go to sleep?
Okay, so I added a bit onto this last one.
Mm-hmm.
Why does a car have a red roof? But also, I want to add on, why does a car have these colours and why did you not just keep it grey?
Right, good. That's a good question, that. It is. It's like being a mastermind. Right, so the car was originally grey when Albert Tiger Griffin had it. His number was 178, and then Stuart Smith was 391.
Oh.
So his number was 391, you see.
Yeah.
So Stuart Smith's colours back in that day, you know, in the 1960s, was obviously blue and yellow.
Yeah.
Now, stock car racing, when you set off with stock cars, you set off with a white roof.
Yeah.
So your roof was white. And then when you progressed and got a little bit better, you went on to a yellow roof. So then you had a yellow roof because you was progressing, and then obviously, you know, they allowed you to have a yellow roof. So that meant that you was a little bit better. White was a starter roof. So anybody with a white roof was starters, and they used to start at the front of the racing, and then the others had to try and pass them to get to the front.
Yeah.
So once you got a yellow roof and you'd done so well, and you were getting better, you then got a blue roof.
Oh.
So you had a blue roof, and if you did exceptionally well, really well, you had a
red roof.
Absolute red roof. That's what you had. But if you won the championship, and they had a championship once a year, a big race meeting, and to see who was the world champion.
Yeah.
And if you won that, you had a gold roof.
Oh wow.
So it was, you only had it, say, for that year, and then if you didn't win it the year after, somebody else got the gold roof, painted theirs gold. So that's the reason why it was a red roof, was because it was obviously it done so well with Stuart, and you know, it was a red top. It's got Wildcat on there, look, because like I said to you, the engine is a Buick V8 Wildcat engine. Yeah. So I mean, it's not inside it. It's not for everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if you look in there, look, if you have a quick look in here, come round here, look.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a cup of tea in here.
You wouldn't have a cup of tea?
No.
Well, you might spill it. So, but if you look at that, it's a little bit like, you know, it looks as though you could get hurt. Have you noticed something as well? Come round here. Let's have a pop round here. Because you've chatted about the engine.
Yeah.
The radiator, that's a lorry radiator,
Yeah.
look. I had that cord at Walker's Radiators at South Otterington. They did that, so I had that all done brand new. Now, go and have a look at the steering wheel and tell me what you're thinking about the steering wheel.
Well, it's very...
You jump in it and then you just give me your little thingy.
The paper.
That's it. And you jump in it. You tell me what you've noticed about the steering wheel.
Right.
I'll tell you what, I'll pop over here with you. Right.
Wow.
So you tell me what you've noticed about the steering wheel.
Well, they've got loads of bars here.
Yeah.
It's yellow here, and it's
But what have you noticed
big.
about it? About the angle of it, love? What do you think? What you're thinking about the angle of the steering wheel?
It's very... Oh, it's like that way.
Ah.
I didn't realise that.
Yeah.
Until you were like,
So
angle.
it's that way, isn't it?
Yeah.
So why do you think it's that way? Why do you think it's on such an angle, the steering wheel?
Probably because you like turn and you go that way.
Well, actually, you're right.
Yeah.
So when you go around the circuit like that, you're constantly like that. So that's why it's turned. So you're like this with a turning, you see. So and that's why it's angled that way. So I mean, you know.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
Good.
I don't think it'll start. You know.
We can try.
Pardon?
We can try.
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 Do you think? We'll just. I mean, it could be quite loud, but if it starts, we'll turn it off.
Yeah.
I mean, you can start it because you're used to driving these, aren't you?
Yeah.
You know, not me. I'm not stock car racer. Right. So, are you gonna press that button there? That black button. Can you see? Yeah. Go on, hold her in.
How are people not dead?
Hey!
Not dead.
Hey! Yeah. So there you go. Can you turn off the power supply down there? Can you reach that? It's a little black one, a bit further down. Can you see it? That button? Yeah, there.
There.
Yeah, you just have to turn it and it'll click.
I don't know which way.
Have you done it?
Going. Can't hear.
I'll come round and do it for you.
Oh, God.
Yep, I'll do it for you.
for
So
some
that's
reason.
so under there is a power supply. There, that's turned on.
Okay.
And so what it's got, this is, you know, it has no lights and stuff like that.
No.
So basically what it is it's easy. You've got power supply on, that's the ignition there, and that's your button to start it. And you see this little valve?
Yeah.
That valve is to turn off the petrol.
Oh.
Because your granddad
Yeah.
made a mistake and left that on.
Oh.
And the fuel tank at the back drained into the engine through the carburetor and filled the engine full of petrol. Yeah, exactly. So anyway, so that's basically the stock car. I absolutely love this car. She's on the button, isn't she?
Yeah.
Frightened you somewhat.
We're loud.
So what we're going to do is, I'm going to do a few jobs, clean it up. I've got a piece of paper there with a few jobs on. I'm going to do a few jobs to it.
Yeah.
And then next Friday,
we're
going to take it to Mathewsons Live. And that is, like I say, 23rd of August. It's at Harrogate Showground. We will be there I think we're taking something like 10 cars and 10 motorbikes. Eva will be there. We'll do another YouTube video whilst we're there, won't we?
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to do. So the car will be at Mathewsons Live for everybody to see. And and if you're lucky, Eva might start you up, might you?
Yeah.
Yeah. But bring your
Earmuffs.
yeah.
I don't even know if I have some. We're going to have to dig some out or buy some.
Yeah. So, right. So, thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in with us. I do hope the volume is, the sound is better this time. Like I say, we are getting used to it. Emily's doing an amazing job, as always. She's sort of trying to fine-tune stuff every time. This was obviously done because Eva wanted to do the stock car, and obviously it's going to Mathewsons live next week. So stay tuned with us, bear with us. We will do our uttermost best to get these videos better. And, you know, thank you very much, Eva, for coming as usual and asking me the question. Thank you, Emily, behind the camera, for doing all you do. We really appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing you next week at Mathewsons Live. Thank you very much.
Phil Sherwood's Classics, where classic motoring lives on.